Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. And I'm holding a drill. Well, why am I holding a drill? Because there's been a couple of patches since we last played. Sorry about the gap there, real life and all that. But yes, the drill has been enabled. Oh, look at that. Oh, not really much we can do with things. I think if I press, is it T? Or do I? Not quite sure. Yes, T, there we go. Pick up stone. Boink. So, yep, that's cool. And also drills on small ships have been enabled, which is great. So we could potentially dig through some asteroids. And if we grab a cargo container, can we use that one? No? Okay. A large one, perhaps? Oh, yeah, that is large, isn't it? um, let's pop you there and go. Okay, we can dump that off there. Lovely. I don't think the refinery or anything like that is enabled. We could have a quick look, I guess, but okay. The inventory was actually enabled a while back. I just never showed it. This patch, I do seem to be struggling a little for frames. Now, I don't have a beast of a computer, but look, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, we can't really do anything with it. um, but yeah, there we go. Um, but yeah, the frames, it's okay if I look out somewhere where I've not got, well, I say okay, 25 frames is not great. It's a lot less than I was getting previously. If I look at our ship, it drops. But we're going to struggle on. And yes, beacons. This is a new thing for this patch. And you can see that it gives you a distance to there, which is going to be great if we get lost in the blue yonder or the black yonder. Not really black. This is not very dark for space, is it? But we should be able to find our way back here, which is awesome. But I think what we're going to do firstly today is we're going to take our ship and firstly I think we're going to put a beacon in it actually, so that we can locate it if we ever lose it. And secondly, I think what we're going to start off with is doing some kind of piloting tests. I'm interested to see how easy it is to operate from this ship while it is in motion. Let's put our beacon down in this area, shall we? Yeah, just here will do. G beacon. And oh yes, we have a new rotational thing. My symmetry is still turned on. No, that one. Cool. New rotational GUI. You can see in the top right there. So we should be able to hit page up. Ah, there we go. Very nice, very nice. So let us go up here and we'll name it from the cockpit. Sprint along here and jump in. K beacon. Right, so we need to call this something, and a number of people recommended Yamato from an old cartoon that I never watched as a kid, but I looked it up, and yeah, I can kind of see what they're saying there with Yamato, but maybe we shall call it something different. Seems I never saw that. We'll call it the HMS Tomato. No, HMS. let's go with the naming convention of British naval ships, HMS Nottingham. Normally named after towns, so yeah. And Nottingham is where I come from, so our first, it's where I've come from, first place I lived, so it's going to be our first ship. Awesome, right. Okay, let's release our parking gear, and up we go. Zoom out a little bit. There we go, and let's head over in a direction that does not have anything in front of it. To get my view right. Okay, so we will get a little bit of speed on, but not too much. Let's go for 20 meters a second. 20, there we go. Oh no, we need to turn off our inertial dampeners. There we go, 21.6 meters a second. Awesome. So if we jump out now and turn our jetpack off, we can look out the window. Yeah, things are drifting away. Awesome. So let's run on down to the flight deck and let's have a play. So there's every possibility that we might make a mess of things in this episode. Now, should I use this derpy looking thing or one of the ships that come with the game? Let's use one of the ships that come with the game, because they're a bit more sluggish to respond than that. Oh, I made a new ship. Let's have a look at that. I think I'm going to call this the Turtle, because it kind of has a shell. And I slapped some mining drills on it. No, let's go with the... We might have a play with that later. We'll go with the normal ship. Because... Yeah, with it being slightly more sluggish to respond, it might be easier to control, paradoxically. Okay, cool. Right, let's make sure inertial dampeners are off, because we now want to keep ourselves... we want to kind of maneuver relative to this moving ship, rather than to some imaginary absolute 0 point. So, parking gear off. And raise. Oh, reactors on. Raise and stop and forward. Awesome. Right, so if we now spin. Okay, now if I hit my inertial dampeners on, the ship now moves away. Bye bye. And turn them off again. What a majestic sight. So let's see if we can land this thing. So we want to kind of just overmatch speeds a little bit and stop drifting, stop drifting. Here we go. Okay. So we're coming on along here. Hopefully we don't nick the side of the ship. Beautiful. Now, here's where things get tricky. Now, we've not even moved off the vertical plane, so we only need to align ourselves like from side to side. Okay, so can we... Oh, we can. That's awesome. Slow down a little bit more. Now we were... Oh, I've tilted up, so I need to go down a little bit. This is possibly going to be easier in third person. We can then spin around here. We need to slow down even more. We were at 21. Right, okay. So, roll until we're level. And that way, slow down a bit more. Although I could have actually gone in face first. Okay, up a bit. And stop. Stop. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so back, and that is now moving about 1 meters a second faster than we are. You know what? I think this is probably going to be easier in first person view and spun around so that we come in this way rather than, although it kind of makes more sense to me to let it catch up with us facing the other way. I think this is going to make it easier. Here we go. Okay, so now everything is a little bit harder to kind of control because the inertial dampeners would normally just kind of stop us in our tracks as we, when we wanted to. Let's turn around this way. Ooh, that was a bit soon. But we've now got to do it manually. So we now want to slow. You know what? This is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And stop. Awesome. Forward. And stop. Stop. Oh, no, stop. Ha. Okay. Right, and down. Although you do just need to tap a direction button and then let it go. In proximity, 3 out of 3. Park. Locked. Reactors off. Out we get. Our jetpack is on. Turn that off. Awesome. Well, that was a simple little first flight, but that is pretty cool. We're now 8,000 meters away from our base. Let's go and yeah, let's put a little bit more speed on this. Make things slightly harder. Okay. Oh, I'm quite pleased with that. I think that was quite a good performance for my first in-motion landing. Here we go. Right. So let's increase matters a little bit up to, let's go for a nice round 40 meters a second. No, let's really up the stakes. 60 meters a second, which is not far off the speed limit for a big ship. Okay. We're kind of drifting a little bit down, but we can cope with that. I double tapped forward there. This is not Minecraft. That's not how you sprint. Right, so let's hop on down here and let's take out this other ship. Not the ship of Derp, but the turtle. Hello? T? Can I not? Can I not has... Oh, why can I not select this thing? Oh, Whoa, jetpack off. Slammed into the bulkhead. Come on. Where? Why is that being so derpy? Is it because we are moving quite fast? Very strange. Oh, 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 that's weird. Okay, right, so inertial dampeners off, engines on, and the parking gear off. Up, stop, and forward. Whee! And no, don't turn that way. Turn that way. And let's do the same thing we did last time. Inertial dampeners. And that thing's going to rocket off. Okay, let's catch up to it. So it was doing around 60. So let us come along here. And I think the best way to approach this ship is going to be from underneath its belly. Come on. My goodness, I didn't put enough forward thrust on this, did I? 66, okay. Do. Okay, stop your sideways motion. Let's get a bit more forward speed, otherwise we're going to be here all day. Do. Oop, that's going to have given us upwards motion, don't want that. Right, 76, eh? We're going to have to rotate and do this to... Okay, here we go. So we're not quite underneath its belly as I wanted to be, but never mind. Right, let's slow down. Slow down. 60. So let's go for 61. Okay, so we shouldn't be overtaking it too fast. Awesome. Okay, let's see if we can maybe get into the center a little bit. And we're holding station pretty well here. So let's just arrest our sideways motion. Awesome. And forward. And we can probably spin round now. And stop. Are we past the front? Just barely. So we can go up a little bit. Let's get ourselves back in the center. Down to stop going upwards. Let's go a little bit more and start going in. This actually works out pretty well. As long as you don't try and fly these things like a plane, this is... I think this is probably my favourite way of flying. No inertial dampeners and kind of trying to keep yourself stationary relative to an object. That is pretty awesome. Let's go over here, correct that. Want to look up a little bit and stop. Beautiful. Forward. I think we might need to go up a little bit. Yeah, here's a tip for you flying these things. Thrust in taps And then if you're doing it without inertial dampeners, thrust in taps and count the number of taps you make. Okay. 1, 2. Come on. 2 more in proximity. 4. Excellent. Park. Reactors off. And out we get. Jetpack off. Jetpack off. There we go. And you are on. Ooh, kind of didn't put you down exactly where I wanted to there. But that is awesome. Amazing. Oh, brilliant. Well, let's I'm going to turn the ship around and head back to base, put her down, and I think we will find something else to do. So let's just start us on our way. So yeah, turn all the way around. Now, rotationally, you don't seem to, with the inertial damper, you still seem to get dampened. It's only like your motion. So if I let go, I stop turning, which is kind of not, it does make it easier to fly, I guess, but it's kind of not what I imagine would be the case. Full power. Not what I would imagine the case would be if you were in a real spaceship without. Oh, mind you, having said that, we've already determined that rotation is based through gyroscopic action. And that actually does make sense, because even if you're not inertially dampening, got a computer inertially dampening your rotation, if you stop moving the gyroscope, then the ship is going to stop. If you stop rotating the gyroscope, the ship is going to stop rotating. So it does kind of make sense that even with inertial dampeners off, your ship's rotation is actually not, is still works the same. But okay, so our speed is climbing back up. The distance to base is going back down. Awesome. We've got probably about 20 minutes, because that's how long I've been flying in this direction to get back. So I am definitely going to cut, and I'll see you back at the base. Not exactly the softest landing I've ever made. Okay, I have an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these. Now, if I get the cursor on the ship and hit Control C, I can then copy. This is reasonably new. I can now copy and let's go over here and paste. Oh no, he's drifting. Let's get in and T. There we go. Inertial dampeners on. There we go. Beautiful. Right. Out we go again. Cool. So we will now stay still. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create maybe here. Let's start here. G. New. I'd love to use a new station, but it's all just too big. But it would be stationary then. But I guess a new small ship. And let's hit it up with some of that. You know what? Actually, this is going to be a lot easier if I set some symmetry up. So that's the plane. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. No, come on, go away. There we go. So let's hit it up with this. And we will bang one of these guys in. Let's see how we're going to do this. Like that, and yeah, like that, and then we will put a small reactor on him. Actually, a beacon would be a good idea as well, and a gyroscope as well. So a small reactor and a gyroscope, and actually let's put the beacon on last after the symmetry. And what am I making, you might ask yourself. I always do that. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit, let's see, if we put that on there and that on there, let's move these next to each other. Come on, no, there we go, right. So 9 and 8. We're going to make a gate or a ring, or well, it's going to kind of be just like a diamond shape. So basically I'm going to do that, and then we'll fill the inner edges out, and on each point we're going to have one of these modules here. So I'm going to get on with that and come back to you. Can you guess what it's for yet? Okay, Control C. Right, I am. Oh, can I? Oh, jetpack on. Right, let's go for a wander. Let's put one over here, perhaps. Yep, and nudge it round a little bit. Yeah, so I'm building a race course, and I think I'm probably going to have to slap a cockpit on this so that I can rotate it, which is somewhat of a shame, but ho hum. Yeah, let's just put you. Oh, is there anywhere I can slap a cockpit? Yeah, like that. And let's do that, and then that, and rinse and repeat. Okay, awesome. See you in a moment. Oh, I've never been inside this asteroid. It is pretty awesome in here. Oh, nice. Very tight, though. Yep. Awesome. Okay, well, I've got left a copy of my race gate down there. This is an experiment. Let's go with the standard chip. Let's see how we can do. It's not a loop. The finish beacon is that one over there, but the course kind of goes out here, around, down, through, around the back of that asteroid, along and through that hole. It's not very long, and we can hopefully do it, although lack of an analog stick is maybe going to be an issue, but let us see. I think we're going to want to fly with inertial dampening on. And okay, here we go. First Space Engineers race. Course 1, attempt 1. Maybe we crash and burn. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so let's. Oh, no. Oh, bottled it. Go through. Oh, hit that. It's quite difficult to control under pressure. No. There we and through. Lever myself through with the front struts. Still not taking any significant damage. We're off course. I keep messing up my key orientation. And through. Where's the next one? There it is. It's down there. Let's roll around. And and through. And where is the next one? I've forgotten. And there it is. So many beacon things on the screen that it's kind of hard to see where they are. I think. Oh no! There we go. Down here. This does not feel like it's fast. Where? No, I've lost it. Where is it? There it is. I need to number these beacons, really. That's going to be a time-consuming task. Oh, no. Up there. And through. And this one. No. Up. Oh, no, I've missed it. And around. And come on. Let's use all of the thrusters we have at our command. There we go. That's really put a dent in his time. It's my time. He's talking about himself in the third person. Oh no! And he muffed it on the last one. Get through. There we go. Right. Well, that was interesting. It's just quite difficult to do. Need to reorientate some of those gates, I think. That one in particular. Finish. But yeah, maybe that is something we can practice and make the course longer and more elaborate. But yeah, that's all I've got time for today, guys. Yeah, we did a bit of flying, not much really in the way of building, unless you count these simple gates. But yeah, I think I will number those beacon gates because the beacons on the gates because it was quite difficult to see where I was meant to be going next. But yeah, that is all we have time for today. Yeah. Until next time, guys. Take care of yourselves. Ooh. Oh dear.